I hate to point out the obvious that this series, the Boston Celtics and the Milwaukee Bucks, is going to be going 7 games. Tonight, the Boston Celtics ended up evening out the series, making it 3-3. Final score tonight, 108-95. Boston taking it in Milwaukee versus the Bucks. And I gotta say, Jason Tatum, man, like there's definitely been a conversation over the past 2 rounds of what Jason Tatum's status is as far as being a superstar. But Jason Tatum, every time that the Milwaukee Bucks was chipping away, trying to chip into that lead and try to make a comeback in that fourth quarter, there was a sequence where Jason Tatum literally went down the court and said, "Fuck it, we taking this shit to Game 7. I'm not gonna roll over and let y'all have y'all take us home, to make us go home. Excuse me, make us go home." Jason Tatum tonight, 46 points, um, 7 for 15 from the 3-point line, and it was just contested shot after contested shot that Jason Tatum was putting up in that fourth quarter, and literally was just not letting up. And it didn't even matter who was in his face; he was going ahead and doing his thing. Um, Along with Jalen Brown, ended up putting up a quiet 22 points. Marcus Smart had a nice contribution with the 21 points, especially in the first half, making up for what happened in Game 5. We ended up getting stripped towards the end of the game, leaving Jason Tatum a wide open. It's tied. It's going 7. They're going back to Boston. It's win or go home now. It's definitely win or go home. Now, for the Milwaukee Bucks, the Milwaukee Bucks should did everything in their power to try to prevent this from going 7 games. Like they had the advantage tonight. They was right there on their home floor to take it home. Unfortunately, they didn't end up doing it. Now, again, it comes back down to the whole Giannis Antetokounmpo situation. 44 points tonight, amazing. I believe so in this series, Giannis has scored over 40 points three games in the series, averaging 30 points a game during the course of the series. Had 20 boards tonight too as well. Giannis is extremely aggressive. Now he's going to have to cut down the turnovers. He had 6 turnovers tonight. And again, I preach this every single time we end up recapping the game, is when they start to turn the ball over, when Giannis starts to turn the ball over, you got to rely on the other guys on the team to be able to contribute. Excuse me. In the fourth quarter, Pat Connaughton ended up making some big buckets, but again, Jason Tatum was preventing them to be able to get back into this game. But you got to rely on the role players on this team, like Wes Matthews, Brooke Lopez, especially. We've been having the conversation about Brooke Lopez throughout the series of getting him involved in the course of the games. He's really sitting there wide open underneath the basket, and everybody's just ignoring him. And Giannis is just playing hero ball, trying to get into the paint, draw a foul. But again, it's an do or die situation where we're going back to Boston in a Game 7, a scenario that the Milwaukee Bucks definitely did not want to be in, and they got to somehow be able to put a cap on Jason Tatum as far as his offensive production, him being able to play defense and come out on the offensive end of the floor and put up 40 points.
Nah, for the bay. Nah, for the bay. We don't care what you say. Nah, for the bay. Nah, for the bay. Nah, for the bay. We ain't hearing what you say. Is not for the bay. Fire!